लास्ट मिशन में वो पकड़ा गया। सुना है बहुत टॉर्चर किया उसे। पता नहीं कि पठान मर गया है या
जिंदा है।
शराफत का जमाने ने रब सबके सब कुत्ते हो।
What are the two states that Arjun Kapoor is always in?
Two states I'm in, well, either Vagabond or James Bond. Either I'm too lazy and I'm doing my own thing, or then if I'm working, then I'm fully into it and I love playing the characters that I get to do. So either I'm all in where work is concerned, or I'm absolutely laid back and don't really give a damn.
आपको तो यकीन ही नहीं हुआ होगा कि आपकी बेटी को इतना हैंडसम और क्वालिफाइड लड़का मिला है।
How would you describe your journey of transformation?
It's an everyday journey. I'm a work in progress. No matter what happens, I always try and keep going. And that's what a transformation is. It's never over. It's never complete. There's always room to grow, physically, emotionally, and mentally. So I think in this profession especially, it's a continuous process all the time.
What's one film that you want everyone to see?
You know, there's a film called Children of Men. It's directed by Alfonso Cuarón. It's a very underrated film of his, and today he's one of the biggest directors in the world. Appreciate and love for Gravity, and he's an Oscar award winner. He's done the Harry Potter series, and he has an identity. But Children of Men came sort of at a time where he was just about breaking out. Just a terrific film. I mean, what it speaks about is where perhaps the world could end up being. Clive Owen is in the film, Julianne Moore is in the film, Michael Caine's in the film. The kind of action sequences, the chases, the one-shots, the chaos that they've shown in the future. It's a world where women can't have babies. And what happens to the world when you're stuck in such an extreme peril. Just an amazing film. Or another film that I always recommend to people is City of God, Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, The Town. I think Hindi films, if I have to tell anybody to watch, I'll always say DDLJ, I just love it.
What's been your most challenging role till date?
If I have to say performance and craft wise, was playing Pinky Dahi and Sandeep or Pinky Farrar, because the amount of effort that went in to reach that place of becoming Pinky and just being Pinky, those 3 months of prep, what you see is me not putting in any effort. I just let go. But what had happened by then is I was so used to and immune to thinking like Pinky and behaving like Pinky. The most basic dialogue or line came out as Pinky from my mouth, and I think that was an amazing process to reach. I had to live in Delhi for a few weeks, spend time meeting actual cops, starting to hear the way cops who are from that side of the world. Also, the Haryanvi Jat tone that he wanted wasn't the quintessential Haryana cop, not from Sonipat or Panipat, but actually jo Delhi mein rehne wale log hote. So I think that differentiation you can only understand by hearing. I knew Dibakar is a hard taskmaster, but it'll pay off, and I'm just glad it did.
Who was your favorite co-star to work with in Kutte?
You know, I've spent the most amount of time with Kumud sir on the film, and it's the second time I'm working with him. I love Tabu, and I was looking forward to working with her, and she's a friend, and the banter we share is amazing, and I was really waiting to share screen space with her and spend time with her off camera. But just the grace that Kumud Mishra has, and just the ability that he has to allow you to not feel insecure around him. Such a giving actor. I loved working with Kumud sir, and perhaps after that Tabu.
What's one thing that not too many people know about Arjun Kapoor?
I'm very intuitive about people. I can figure out who's putting up a facade or who's acting in front of me. I'm very intuitive, and that's why I'm so guarded and close, because I tend to observe, I tend to understand. I have that ability that a lot of people don't realize. My silence is me actually sussing. I'm very fussy about my food. I don't think it's normal how fussy I am. I'm very specific. I'm very, very specific.
What does love mean to Arjun Kapoor?
Love for me is being able to stand up for it, being able to own up to love, being able to fight for it, being able to fight with it. So I think love is everything. Without love, the world would be a terrible place.
How does Arjun Kapoor deal with adversity?
By keeping my head down, not listening to too much of the noise, and just focusing on what I do. It's not that I don't get affected. It's not that I don't get emotional about it. It's not that it doesn't bother me, or I don't think should I, could I, would I have done things differently, or should I do things differently, or can I react to it. But I think sometimes the best thing about adversity is that it just teaches you to keep going and to value the good times.
How do you decide what to watch?
If I'm shooting, I'll shoot shorter material, and if I'm not shooting, then I love watching films. I don't like watching shows when I'm not shooting. I don't like binging the whole day. I just feel you should look forward to watching a film like you go to the theatre and watch it. That's what excites me when I'm on holiday. I always watch films.
How often do you use IMDb?
Every day, because I've downloaded the app and kept since day one. I used to use IMDb for everything. I'm a huge IMDb buff, because all the information you need is always in there. And I got very upset that I didn't have IMDb Pro when I was growing up. I was an assistant, and we were arguing about stuff about what a particular Hollywood director is making next. And at that point in time, you got to be on IMDb Pro to actually know what they're making, because it's not always listed. So for me, IMDb has always been if people call me an encyclopedia, it's because I have IMDb. When in doubt, go to IMDb and all your doubts will be cleared.
What's one movie that you can't wait to watch in 2023?
Well, I would have to say Pathan. It's something we've all waited for the last couple of years because I'm a huge Shah Rukh Khan fan.
अपने लास्ट मिशन
And I love watching his films in theaters. I think he's the most cinematic actor we have of our generation. He brings that big screen experience with every scene, every shot he does. Even just catching a glimpse of him in Brahmastra gave me excitement to look forward to Pathan. I've grown up watching and admiring and loving, so I'm looking forward to that.